Hi students, do not be afraid of solving equations. As a matter of fact, you have been solving equations since first grade. What is an equation? An equation is a statement that two quantities are equal. When we look at our first example, 3 plus 4 equals 7, that is an equation. What makes it an equation? This equal sign. Whenever we have an equal sign, it makes it an equation. Here we have another equation, except we have 5 plus a equals 9. Now, we don't know what the a is. So remember in first grade, your equations look like this. 3 plus 4 equals 7. When you made it to 7th grade and 8th grade, they started telling you to find the missing number. Well, now that you're in 9th grade, you're going to solve for a variable. It will actually be the same steps when they told you, when you learned in 7th and 8th grade, how to find the missing number. So let's just look at a few, and let's look at our first equation that has the missing number. Now, the missing number is called a variable. This is what's different now. The terminology is changing. We're going to use the term variable. In this case, the variable is a. We're going to solve for a. So I'm going to write it again over here. 5 plus a equals 9. What we're going to do, we are going to balance this equation and solve for the variable at the same time. Now, since we want to balance the equation, what we can do, let's just draw a straight line. And the line is put there to show what we do to one side of the equation, we must do to the other side of the equation. That's how we're going to balance it. Now, because we have a plus sign, we're going to take the inverse operation. What does inverse mean? Inverse means to undo. So I'm just going to write this over here. Inverse operation. And I'm just going to put a little arrow, and that means to undo. All right. So we want to solve for a. Since we want to solve for a, that means the a will stay on this side of the equation, but our positive 5 will move to the other side of the equation. So that the 5 will move to the other side of the equation, we're simply going to undo it. So this is a positive 5. When we take the inverse operation, we're going to make the 5 a negative 5. And since we put a negative 5 on this side, now we must also put a negative 5 on this side. So we know that the 5s will cancel out. So all that's left now is just our a. Our a is equal to, well, what is 9 minus 5? 9 minus 5 is 4. So we solve for our variable. Our variable is 4. Well, let's just put that back into our original equation. So since a is equal to 4, where the a is in this equation, we're going to put the 4 and see if that's equal to 9. So I'm just going to rewrite our original equation. 5 plus a equals 9. Well, remember that's what we started with. But here we're saying A is equal to 4. I'm going to erase that A and I'm going to put the 4 there. Well, 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. That is true. So it's not going to be difficult at all solving for variables. Remember, you're no longer going to say, find the missing number. We're going to begin saying, solve for the variable. All right, looking forward to practicing this with you in class. Have a good day.